Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of January. Happy New Year, guys. I hope it's been good so far. And there is still time to submit your entries for the free reading giveaway. The deadline to do so is January 31st. So if you're interested, please get those submissions in, guys. So the reading that I'm going to be doing for you today is how do they feel about you? How does your divine masculine feel about you? How does your divine feminine feel about you? Picking up off of their energies. How are they looking at the relationship, your connection? All right, guys? So it's a general reading as always. It will not resonate with all of you. So if you are interested in booking a personal private reading with me, please access that info down below. All right, Gemini? So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with messages for the divine masculine for Geminis, please. Angels and spirit guides, please bring forward your messages for my divine masculine. Okay, this is interesting. This card does not belong in this deck, yet it's here. Ideas and inspiration, guys. Okay, so that needed to come through for some of my Geminis. I'm going to set that aside. Very interesting. Okay, so for my divine masculines, that needed to come through. Ideas and inspiration. All right, guys. So divine masculine, what's going on? How are you looking at the situation? What is in your heart at this time? Material harvest. Okay, so for some of my Gemini divine masculines, you're working very hard in your career. Okay, earning that money, bringing in income. Okay, we've got the intuition card coming through here. All right, so that is picking up off of the High Priestess energy. For my divine masculine, please, for Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, please bring forward for my divine masculines. Okay. Boy, this card, this is, Gemini is the third sign that I've read for this second half of January, and this card has come through each time. Choose wisely. So, options and temptation. All right, Gemini, divine masculine. All right, that's what's on your side. So now let's look into divine feminine coming through with some light. Okay, that is the Sun card in the traditional tarot deck, guys. So that's coming through on the divine feminine side. Angels and spirit guides, please bring forward. Okay. We've got solitude coming through here, picking up off of the Hermit energy and Virgo. Okay, so for some of my Geminis, you are connecting with a divine feminine Virgo. She's moving on from you, Gemini, okay? And I am feeling this moving on has something to do with the fact that you are entertaining way too many options, okay? And the other card that came through is victory and success on the divine feminine side. The overall theme of this reading is patience and planning, okay? Picking up off of Pentacle energy. All right, so now for my divine masculine, I'm picking up off of the energy from my divine masculine that his love life hasn't been running all that smoothly. And so he's been throwing himself into making money, work, just burning the candle at both ends to just bring in as much income as possible, to be working so hard and almost exhaust himself that he doesn't have time to think about whatever problems he's got going on in his love life. Okay? I'm really feeling that he's getting a lot of attention from a lot of females, and as much enjoyment as that brings him and his ego, it's almost detrimental to his heart because he does not know how to choose wisely. Okay? There's almost too many jars of candy in front of him to be able to choose which one he really wants. Okay? So we have the High Priestess intuition card coming through here. So he needs to pay attention to his intuition and follow his gut. He needs to seek answers from within himself to really be able to choose his soulmate, to choose the correct divine feminine that's truly meant for him. But he's so clouded in how he is perceiving these choices that are coming forth before him, because he just hasn't taken the time to go within to really evaluate what's going on in his heart, to be able to choose his person, to be able to choose his soulmate, the person that he's perfectly matched for. So with this intuition High Priestess card, it's calling for him to have some sort of waiting period, to not make any hasty decisions. Okay, because if he makes decisions too quickly, he's going to make the wrong decision. Okay, whoever this is coming through for my divine masculines, you really need to take the time to go within and clear out the cobwebs and chaos in your mind, in your heart, in order to be able to make a good decision in regard to your love life. I am picking up a lot of energy from a whole lot of females, and it's overwhelming, and it's been very difficult for my divine masculine to make the right decision, because look at all these temptations that are coming forward for him. Way too many temptations that are coming forward for my Gemini divine masculines. Okay, this is picking up off of the Devil card from the traditional tarot deck, guys. And for some of my divine masculines, yes, it is picking up off of addictions. For some of my divine masculines, it is addiction to sex, to drugs, to alcohol, some sort of addictive, codependent behavior that is self-limiting. For some of my divine masculines, you are too focused on your material possessions and whatever pleasures that is bringing forward, and that is absolutely being represented by this material harvest card. So it's almost like looking at this table where you can either choose money or love. And my divine masculine, I'm picking up off of the energy that he's being tempted by the possibility of money, income, because he doesn't want to focus on the chaos that's going on in his love life. He's broken right now. That is the energy that I'm picking up off of my Gemini divine masculines. He's a broken individual, and for some of them, some of my divine masculines, he does have a broken heart from a connection that he knew it was a good one, but for whatever reason, either the divine feminine broke things off, or life happened and they needed to separate, and or the divine feminine was already married or in a committed relationship with someone else, and my divine masculine Gemini had no choice but to walk away. And so he's been jumping in and out of one bad relationship after the other to try to forget the pain of losing his soulmate divine feminine, trying to throw himself into work so that he'll be so busy he doesn't have time to be worried about losing the love of his life. Okay, and for some of my divine masculine Geminis, the option to win back the love of his life is not an option at all, because they are with someone else. So as a result, my divine masculine, whoever this is coming through for, they've thrown in their energies into some sort of codependent behavior. For some of you, you're turned into a workaholic, and some of you have just thrown those energies towards some sort of addiction. but it's calling for my divine masculine to embrace his fears and to learn from these experiences in order to move forward and find healthy relationships, healthy options, and to eventually choose one option, especially in regard to the divine masculine's love life. Who is he going to direct his heart towards? Certainly not all these options coming towards him. I am picking up the energy that my divine masculine has the desire to end the negative conditions in his romantic life, but he needs to go within and figure out what it is he truly wants and needs. And it's really still picking up off of the energy with this temptation card, that you're still carrying the flame for the one that you love, whether or not you can have them or not. Someone that you loved and lost and hope to begin again. And for some of my divine masculines, that's just not an option. For a small group of my divine masculine Geminis, that is an option, but more so not, I'm feeling. So for some of you, yes. Very small group of you, yes. For the majority, no. It's not an option because, again, your divine feminine is either married or she is in a committed relationship that's actually a good one. And when you came into it, you caused a lot of chaos in that connection, but they were able to work through it. And you just had to walk away with the chaos that you brought into the relationship. And so you became very destructive towards yourself by way of these addictions. So it's now calling for you to slow down, okay? To plan carefully and to proceed with caution moving forward in regard to your romantic life. Proceed with caution and choose wisely. So those are the energies coming forward from my divine masculine. All right, guys. So for my divine feminine, she's got the Sun card, the light. Okay? Promised prosperity and bliss. She's looking at her life from a successful standpoint. Contentment. She's trying to see things from a happy point of view, a pleasurable way of looking at life. She sees growth and potential in her life, a renewal of life. And as always, guys, this is the most positive card in the tarot deck. And it's her moment to really, truly shine. The attention on the divine feminine is going to illuminate her to bring her the light and recognition that she deserves. Her truth will be revealed. For those who have been aware of this connection, for friends, family, and even the divine masculine, because he knows he's been entertaining options and other females, he's going to see her life moving forward in a very successful way, and he's going to realize, oh shit, I really fucked up. I really let a good one go. Because her life is headed towards accomplishment and some sort of vindication to where she's going to have her day. And for some of you, this does represent marriage, unions, and mergers, okay? So for some of you, and I'm feeling for a small group of you, your divine masculine Gemini will figure things out, and he's going to realize, I don't want to lose you. Okay? And that will illuminate the good parts of that relationship and bring you guys back together. That is for a small group of you, and I do see that culminating in a marriage and you guys moving forward and really enjoying a more committed level in your connection. I do see that. For others, the mergers that I am feeling here are in regard to your career. For my divine feminines, you're going to be very successful in your career, your income, your financial standpoint. You're going to do great. As much as your divine masculine has been working hard and bringing in income to try to forget about his problems in his love life, you've just been working hard. Okay, my divine feminine has been working hard herself. Not really focusing on anyone else, just herself, and trying to make a better life for herself and being able to stand on her own 2 feet. And she will be able to do that with this card. So it's interesting how my divine masculine had the intuition and the high priestess card. Okay, my divine feminine has the solitude card, which is the hermit card in the traditional tarot deck, representing Virgo energy. So again, for some of my Gemini males, some of my divine masculines, you are connecting with a Virgo divine feminine. She is in hermit mode right now. She had to be. She had to still her mind and really reflect on the state of her affairs, because she needs to make sure that she takes care of herself. She needs to make sure that she's not anyone's option. She needs to make sure that she is the right choice. She is the one. She is the chosen one. She is the soulmate. She's the part of that puzzle that fits perfectly with her divine masculine. And while he's entertaining these options, that's not a possibility for her. She's not an option. She is the one. So she is in problem-solving mode right now. For a small group of my divine feminines, someone from her past will be coming back into her life. And that may very well be, for a small group of you, your divine masculine Gemini that you lost touch with. And as I had mentioned, for some of you, that will culminate in a marriage and or moving your connection along to a more committed level. Your divine masculine will get his act together, and he's going to see he doesn't want to lose you, because he sees you being focused and going within to make sure that you are creating a better life for yourself with or without him. He doesn't see you putting your life on hold waiting for him, and that scares him. So for some of you, this does represent that you are bridging your estrangements with people from the past that you lost touch with, lost connection with, and you are reconnecting. For some of you, that reconnection will result in a marriage, I'm feeling, because ultimately you've always known and they've always known that you guys were soulmates. For some of my divine masculines, they see that their divine feminine has had enough. She's not waiting anymore. She's got her life on the right path without her divine masculine, and she is moving on. She's going through a transition. She's going through her rite of passage. Well deserved. She's done with the drama. She's done with being anyone's option. She's ready for some victory and success in her life, with or without her divine masculine. Her confidence is back, and she wants to make progress in her life. So, For my divine masculine Geminis tuning in and you see that you're about to lose your divine feminine, it's time to get yourself together. It's time to show her that you mean business and that you want her in your life and that she's not an option. She is not an option. For those of you who can find a way back together, it's going to be a great reconnection. But this does not apply to all of you because I am feeling a level of separation with the majority as a result of my divine masculine really entertaining too many options and dealing with addictions. So my divine feminine has seen that and she's decided she deserves better than that and she's moving on. Financially, for divine masculine and divine feminine, things have the possibility of really being very successful. The overall theme of this reading is patience and planning, which is picking up off of the Seven of Pentacles. So it's representing profit and investment and bringing a vision to reality. For some of you guys, that could potentially be going into business for yourself. And for others, it could really be being promoted to a position that is going to be very lucrative for you. So that could apply to either my divine masculine, my divine feminine, or for both of you individually. For those of you who will be reconnecting and getting married, when you pull your incomes together, it's absolutely going to be amazing. You will be able to afford a better life for yourselves. And for those of you who already have children coming into the relationship, you'll be able to provide for the family. And for those of you who do not have children going into the relationship, I do feel the energies that you will be having children together and you'll be able to provide quite comfortably for yourselves and your family. So definitely have the patience and take the time to plan for a really good, lucrative financial future. All right, guys. So those are my messages from the Psychic Tarot. Let's pull some Romance Angels messages for my divine masculine. Angels, please bring forward a message for my divine masculine first. For my divine, whoa, too many. Divine masculine, what have you got to say? What's in your heart? What is in your heart? Divine masculine. Yeah. Free yourself. Okay. So for the majority of my divine masculine Geminis, I am feeling that one, he wants to free himself from these addictions that he's dealing with. Okay, that's not the type of life that he wants for himself. And he absolutely wants to free himself from seeing his romantic life simply as an option of too many options, okay? He wants one person for himself, one soulmate. And I am feeling that he knows who this person is. He knows who he wants, but he's afraid to go after her. So with this Free Yourself card, he's finally getting into a better headspace to really get rid of the chaos that's been plaguing his life. He's going to get more focused, and it's time for him to take back control of his life. So that's good. That may possibly give him the tools necessary in order for him to win back his divine feminine. Okay, so it's not a lost cause. He needs to get rid of the options and realize who it is that he wants, what he wants in his life. And once he does that, he can get himself into a better path, a better footing, be able to stand on his own 2 feet and decide for himself what it is that he wants, not only in regard to his romantic life, but really all areas of his life. All right. Divine Feminine. Not too many. Divine Feminine. Angels, please bring forward a card for my Divine Feminine. Honeymoon. Okay. She sees herself getting married someday. She sees a happy future for herself. She knows that whether she reconnects with her divine masculine or not, that love will find her once again. Okay? For a small group of you, as I had mentioned, you will reconnect with your divine masculine and you will be getting married. I do see that. And for those of you recommitting towards a healthier reconnection with your divine masculine, I do feel and see a happy future by way of getting married to your soulmate. And it's so interesting, guys, how the bottom card is soulmate. So my Geminis, ultimately I see a happy future in your love life. There's definitely work for my divine masculines, okay? Definitely some work that needs to be done because my divine feminine is ready to walk if she does not see an improvement in her divine masculine, whoever it is that she's got her eye on. Because at the end of the day, guys, you guys are soulmates. You belong together, okay? But this is something that cannot be forced, and I'm feeling more so that my divine masculine Geminis really need to open their eyes to take back control of their lives, to realize that they're about to lose the soulmate that they're meant to be with. Okay? So once action is taken to really clear out the cobwebs and the temptations and addictions from my divine masculine, and once he focuses more, laser focused on getting things right with his divine feminine, things are going to be all right. And look at the card below that, guys. There's a lot of passion in this connection. A lot. So, and I am feeling that regardless of whatever distance, whatever separation had been going on for some of you, didn't matter, because you guys have known for a while that you're spiritually connected with each other. It's a very good connection and you know it, and it just simply takes my divine masculine to realize that. I'm feeling that my divine feminine has known it all along. It's up to my divine masculine Geminis to take that first step and realize that they've already found their person. Wow. All right, guys. So let's close out your reading, Gemini, with healing messages from the angels. Angels, please bring forward your message for my Geminis. Second half of January, please. Healing message, please, for my Geminis. That's too many, too many. But I will take this one that came face up. Okay. All right. Very fitting, guys. It's the Freedom card. Freedom. This is still picking up off of, from my divine masculine side, the Free Yourself card. Absolutely. But it's also picking up off of the Patience and Planning card. Okay, financial freedom is here. It's coming through with those energies and the successes that financially you each have coming to you with all this hard work coming through. So I am feeling from both sides that the potential to bring forth a level of freedom in your lives is here. especially more so with my divine masculine. All right, guys. So ultimately, it's a great reading, very insightful for Gemini for the second half of January. So I hope that whoever this came through for, that it really helped you guys. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, Gemini. I'll be back in February with more readings. And again, if you're interested in a personal private reading, you know where to find me. Just check out that info down below this video. And get those submissions in, guys, for the free reading giveaway. I'd love to do a reading for you. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.